Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Pick Six, our beautiful football show here on Bruce Sports. A lot of great stuff to talk about today, of course, but first let's start with some sad news, some unfortunate news. The NFL lost one of its most stabilizing forces. Longtime Steelers owner Dan Rooney, son of Steelers founder Art Rooney, passed away just a few days ago. Truly a man to be missed and a respected figure in the league as a whole, from an owner's perspective all the way down to a franchise and players' perspective, and I'm sure it stretches beyond that. But I'm joined here today by my good friend and co-host, James Stewart. James, welcome back to the mainland here. How was your honeymoon?
It was good.
Yeah?
It was good. It was awesome. Greece is a very beautiful country.
You were watching from Greece a couple days. I'm like, you're on your honeymoon. Like, is your wife freaking out at you while you're watching the Pick Six and halftime and all this stuff?
It actually worked out because of the time change. Like, I would be getting ready to go to bed,
and then I would
get the notification that you guys are on. I'd hop on real quick.
Like, why not?
Of course, you guys made a point to point out that I was doing it on my honeymoon. So,
yes,
she
didn't, naturally.
She didn't care for that. But.
Oh, really? I mean, I don't know how much that affects your public image. I mean, it just shows that you're dedicated.
Yeah, I'm dedicated.
So I'll give you that. I
love Bruce Sports.
Well, of course, everybody loves Bruce Sports. Yes, but Dan Rooney, longtime Steelers owner and respected figure, not just in Pittsburgh, but across the league. And, I mean, he's respected from an owner's perspective, the players, and I'm sure, all the way down to the concessions people. You know what I mean?
It's one of your iconic franchises, one of your iconic families of football. So, of course, it's a very tough loss. His son has taken over a lot of the main duties anyway, but it's still kind of, the patriarch of the family, that main face that you lose.
Son of Steelers founder Art Rooney. I mean, it reminds me of, and I know we're 3 minutes into the show, but I'll bring it up. Ralph Wilson.
Yeah.
He was one of the guys who helped merge the AFL and the NFL and created what we have today. When he passed away, it was kind of the same feeling around Buffalo. It's a day of celebration. We're celebrating the life. But it is sad for the league because there's so much history behind the Rooney family and, of course, the Steelers organization. Yep. But a sad day
during
nonetheless.
His tenure, the 6 Super Bowl championships, 15 division championships. I mean, he's got such a rich tradition of winning, and again, the Steelers, an iconic franchise. That's really the thing that I think we need to celebrate the most of it. He had a very big impact on the league.
100%. Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. And I just found out former President Barack Obama is scheduled to attend Dan Rooney's funeral, so that just goes to show you the weight of a man like this. So, father of 6, married for over 60 years, which is pretty amazing. So, our thoughts and prayers and all the above go out to the Rooney family and the Steelers organization. Truly a sad day, but the NFL draft is right around the corner. We will talk about that a little bit. We want to talk about something that may be changing the way players deal with post-touchdown celebrations. So, yes, the refs will be reviewing whether or not, or the league will reviewing whether or not to allow touchdown celebrations.
Yes.
So that's pretty amazing. But
no longer the no fun league.
No longer the no fun league. I'm all about that. So let's jump right into it, into Cross the Line. We're going to feature just touchdown dances in general for this segment. I think a lot of people are against celebrating.
Right.
They think it's not fair to the opposing team. It's just embarrassing, but I think it's great. People think it's unsportsmanlike.
That's a little unsportsmanlike, but hey, why not?
But it's great. You're scoring a touchdown. It's just hilarious. I'm all about that. The players enjoy it. The fans love it. And it's creative.
And the old adage is always, don't let them score.
Just don't let them score. That's really what it comes down to. So, it's unbelievable. But
there's also a little bit of a double standard in there, too. You see the elaborate dances after sacks, coming back home, Green Bay.
Yeah.
The Gravedigger,
Yep.
Or it's Jared Allen and the old the roping.
Or T.O. and his popcorn.
So, it's
Marshawn
all
Lynch
in
and his
fun.
Skittles. It is fun. When it starts getting into like your sponsorships, like Marshawn pulling out a bag of Skittles. Like, okay,
I mean, that's
you don't want to
bring
in money into the league from that sense, but
you ask these guys to play this game that is inherently dangerous, and they play with such emotion. Of course they're going to celebrate. It's a big deal when you score a touchdown. I mean, you got guys like Cam Newton who probably take it a little bit overboard of the dancing in people's face, but I mean, look at the kind of popularity he's kind of brought back to. I mean, I don't know anyone that hasn't been dabbing lately.
No, I can't. And Cam Newton's a great example because he loves dancing.
Right.
He utilizes anytime he scores to do exactly that. And yeah, I mean, you get people like this is. I mean, placing the ball right on the start, like that's hilarious to me. But yeah, he might be crossing the line there. I mean, you see all different kinds of stuff from dancing. But when other players get in on it too, it's hilarious. He throws his towel, just amazing.
The old cell phone.
He's grabbing the cell phone. Yep.
What do you think he's calling?
His mom? I have no idea. Maybe the girlfriend of the guy who missed the tackle. I don't know. Adam brings up one of my favorite touchdown celebrations. I totally forgot about it. Stevie Johnson was always synonymous for having a good touchdown celebration, and at one point he took a Sharpie and he drew "Why So Serious" on his undershirt and he lifted it up. And, but my favorite was it was right after I think it was Plaxico Burress shot himself in the leg. So when Stevie Johnson scored against them, he was in the end zone. He pulled out his gun and shot himself in the leg and started limping. It was like he, of course, got a penalty on that, but I mean that's just hilarious.
Well, that's like he definitely deserved a penalty, but at the same time,
absolutely,
like, come on, dude,
it's great. Like, so what? Give him 10 yards.
You deserve to be mocked
if
you shoot yourself in the leg.
Got guys tasing themselves, is rowing, like it's just unbelievable. Oh, see, that's I mean, you don't need to throw the ball at the cameraman. He's not doing anything to you.
But you got the iconic ones, like the Icky Shuffle, and
Yep.
I guess you could lump in Lambeau Leap in there.
The Lambeau, that's a good point. We should talk about that because that is considered, I think, it can be roped into the conversation of a touchdown celebration, jumping into the stands. I mean, but it's a part of Green Bay history.
Right. It's kind of it's one of those that they've just kind of
they're like
turn a blind eye to it.
Yeah.
It's
like fighting in
as
hockey.
Long as it's quick.
Like, okay,
yeah.
whatever. Just get it over with. Yeah. So I love it though. I think it adds a great aspect of entertainment to the league, and I think it's a good thing. And so you're saying the NFL is reviewing how they
I think they're trying
act on celebrations. Uncross the line.
Yeah.
So right now the players are crossing the line with these celebrations, which would explain their penalties. But
right.
to see the league look at this and say, you know what, maybe this does add a little bit of fun, character, color, and entertainment to the sport. I mean, the NFL more than any other sport is an entertainment industry.
Right, for sure. And I mean, it gives these players the chance to kind of build their own brand per se. And I know that we all want the team game, this and that, but let's be real. You cheer for players.
And you cheer for stuff like that. You want your guy to embarrass your opponent and to do something totally stupid. Like I always love the bomb where the guys throw it up and everybody falls down. Like you get 15 guys that are participating in a touchdown celebration. If anything, that just brings the team closer together.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, there's something to say about you love to watch guys that you love.
Yep.
But there's also a little bit of you that loves to watch guys that you hate. You want to see them. You want to see them fail almost, and that kind of drives that feeling. Like when Cam Newton's dancing, you're waiting for him to get sacked. The next time he gets sacked, you're just
you kidding me? Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, that's a big thing for in football in general is the idea of giving your opponent something to play for. And I think it was Draymond Green said something, and I could pull it up, but just fueling the fire and giving your opponents a reason to basically kick the crap out of you.
And that's kind of what fandom is.
It's sports.
It's love and hate.
That's what sports is all about.
Exactly. That's you love when your guys do well. You hate when your guys don't. You hate when other guys do well. So that's basically what being a fan is. That's why I don't see what the problem is with the dancing. I mean, when a guy dances on your team, it makes it that much sweeter when you stop him.
I agree.
I mean, that's the whole thing with a guy like Richard Sherman who just won't stop talking. When you beat Richard Sherman, it feels good.
It does. It feels great. It feels amazing. Jeff says, what I don't like is when an individual player celebrates over a routine play he was expected to make. I agree.
Yeah, I mean, the first down
agree.
celebrations get a little old.
Yeah,
I mean,
a little ridiculous.
10 yards, dude. Relax.
We'll keep this celebrating at sacks and touchdowns.
Right.
Maybe an interception.
Maybe an interception. I mean, it depends who it is. I always love Merton.
Maybe
Hanks.
a pick six.
Yeah. Pick six, okay. Which you can bring back Dion and his 20-yard dance to the end zone.
Yeah, just unbelievable. Unbelievable. I hate it when a player on a team losing by a lot of... Wait, what? I hate it when a player on a team losing by a lot celebrates. Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Makes no sense.
That's where it kind of crosses the line of guys playing for themselves. But, again,
or
it's
a
almost
team
like,
winning by a lot, even, like a team that's up by
rub it in.
30. Like,
Rub it in.
at that point? At that point, I mean, the team's probably given up. Like, who cares? Who cares?
That's true.
What about Clay Matthews, Baxter? Yeah, Clay's got. I mean, I love the big flexes.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know,
It makes for great commercials, too.
it does.
I mean,
It does.
that's kind of the gladiator folklore come to life. You
like,
slow that stuff down and
I bet this is how James felt when he went to Greece for his honeymoon.
yes,
So,
flexing and shaking my hair.
Yeah. Just amazing. So what's your overall consensus on celebrating in the NFL?
I mean, I hope they allow it because it's fun. It's all fun. I mean, you have to just hope that the players do it within good taste. I mean, you're going to have a few bad apples, and it kind of started where they were celebrating you if you brought another guy in, and then it was all of a sudden now they're celebrating for any prolonged celebration. But I mean, as long as it's quick and it's not in a guy's face, I don't see a problem with it.
I think as long as it's in good taste, I think it comes down to exactly that. I mean, they're not going to completely get rid of the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty.
Right.
So
of course, you don't want guys dancing on other guys.
No, I mean, if it gets a little excessive, then yeah, you're going to have to throw a flag. But I want to see Marshawn Lynch throwing Skittles through his mask. You know what I mean? Like, it's hilarious to me.
Or T.O. with the popcorn.
Or stealing somebody's hot dog.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
Well, why not?
It's like Bill Murray walking up to somebody in a bar, like smacking him in the butt, and just saying, "Nobody will ever believe you," walking away. It's like, you're right. T.O. stole my hot dog. No, he didn't.
Yeah, exactly.
No, he did not. I don't believe you. Yes, so I agree. I'm excited to see the NFL kind of loosen up on their reins of touchdown celebrations and celebrating in general, because that's what the fans want. The fans want their team to succeed, and they want to see their team enjoy succeeding.
Right, exactly.
So when the NFL, which is synonymous for being the no fun league, starts, I mean, they just find a bunch of players for arm wrestling in Vegas. Like, who are you? There's just Roger Goodell's just micromanaging left and right. It's the king of it. So, but yes, I'm very excited about it. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I mean,
to watch
when
this
Ocho
turns out.
Cinco was around, it was like that was the only reason to watch the Bengals. To hope that he scored.
That's a
and
good
see what he
point.
did,
Yeah, if you know, I mean, that's a good point. It gets people around the league interested in certain teams that you wouldn't necessarily care about because they have a high-profile player who might do something crazy. He might nay-nay on the end line, I don't know. So, good stuff, though.
Nay-nay, yeah.
Good stuff. Can you nay-nay?
I don't think so.
I can't either.
I mean,
Baxter says he
I think
can.
I'm too old for that.
I don't believe him. Let's shift gears here a little bit. Marshawn Lynch officially coming out of retirement.
Yeah, I mean, once this deal happens, it'll be big for the Raiders, I think. I mean, assuming that Marshawn Lynch is still Marshawn Lynch, it's not like he's been away that long.
Can you assume that? I know some people would disagree and they'd say he's been gone for 2 years. Can he still even play? I think he can.
Marshawn Lynch has always kind of had that perception of not really working that hard anyway.
That's what
I mean.
Yeah,
like
I agree.
He kind of seems like that guy that doesn't need to work out. He just shows up.
He
and
probably is I mean, he probably has been working out. He's probably just fine. He's a big, chunky guy, and at worst, he'll be an Eddie Lacy.
Yeah, he's a bruiser anyway. He's not outrunning anybody. I mean,
he's not an Adrian Peterson. He's not an Ezekiel Elliott just like trying to burn somebody left and right. I mean, you're not going to get that from him. You never did. You got a guy who was hard to tackle, and he was slow and hard to tackle, and he's just a big guy.
And that's kind of assuming what you're expecting to get out of him. You're not looking for a speed back. I mean,
no.
You want basically
you want somebody
a
who
goal
can
line.
you want somebody who can run the ball
Yeah.
on second and goal or whatever it was. Yeah, in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, exactly.
Unbelievable.
I mean, and that'll help Derek Carr immensely. I mean, their offense. I don't think they have any problem passing. They had a decent running game last year, but losing what was his name? The guy who went to the Vikings, Latavius Murray.
Yep.
Losing Murray, who wasn't a top 5 running back or anything like that, but was still a good bigger running back.
He was a key to your offense at that point.
I think that adding Marshawn is the smartest thing you can do.
And it's good for the city of Oakland, too.
Yeah.
Because
Come home.
Losing their team, they know the team's going to leave inevitably in 2 years. And Marshawn knows that, too. Marshawn's basically signing off on, like, hey, I'm going to play for you guys for 2 years just because I was born and raised here.
I'll see it through.
He probably grew up a Raiders fan, and he's probably not too happy about the team moving to Vegas. So I think, honestly, it's good for the organization. It's good for Marshawn, and it's good for the city.
And especially like you said with them leaving, it might help them retain a couple fans for this last 2 years or whatever it is. I mean, because basically once the team announces they're leaving, the fans stop showing up.
Oh, absolutely. Once the team packs their bags and leaves,
right? So maybe they can bring the hometown boy in
and keep some people there.
Yeah. They can see it out the right way.
Yeah, I think that's a good thing, and I'm excited to watch Marshawn and see what he does this season. I'll be the guy taking a chance on him in the in the early rounds of the draft.
Yeah.
So let's see.
I don't think it's a bad chance either.
Adam says, "Can't wait to see the Ice Cube and Marshawn promos." Yes, yes. I mean, Oakland's always been such a polarizing city, and the fan base has always been pretty crazy, and just much like Buffalo or Green Bay, just a bunch of loose cannons, essentially. So I'm happy for Marshawn. I've always liked Marshawn. He has caused problems, while he was in the league. But and here is a tweet, I believe, from Marshawn Lynch. I don't believe he's tweeted it out yet. Adam asked if he tweeted out about going to Oakland. I do not see it yet. I'm not sure what Baxter's telling me.
It looks like it's going to happen, though.
Oh, yeah, of course. So, when the Raiders move to Vegas, are you going to go to a game down there?
I mean, I'd love to. I mean, it sounds like the ultimate, guys trip. Go to Vegas.
See the Bills lose to the Raiders.
Go to an NFL game. Throw a little money on it.
Yeah.
I mean, that'll be the interesting thing, how they handle
gambling.
Are they going to be on the books? Because if you remember, University of UNLV wasn't on the books for a while.
Because they're in Vegas.
Right.
Was there like a law against that? Is it a local thing, or is that?
I mean, I would assume it was to kind of avoid the fix.
Yeah.
If there's any place that's going to have it,
are we on the verge of that? Are we on the verge of?
We're going back in time to like the mobsters.
We're going to start fixing Vegas Raiders games and Vegas Knights games. I just don't get it. I don't understand why we're putting sports teams in Vegas. They had like
because it's like the degenerate's dream come true. I mean,
you got all the hotel maids like hanging around like when they heard the news, and there's like 12 people are like, yes.
I mean,
finally getting the Raiders.
That first year, I can only imagine how much trouble players are going to get in.
It's gonna be bad. It's gonna be just nasty.
I mean, it'll be fun for us.
Yeah, we'll see.
But I think it was you that said it a little bit earlier in our past show. Mm-hmm. Maybe avoid picking those Raiders in the fantasy drafts that first year.
The first year, yes. But I mean, it's almost more reason for us to draft them. I think the fact that the team is moving raises all the players' stocks in fantasy football over the next 2 years, because these guys are they probably don't feel good about the team moving to Vegas. A lot of them are probably going to want to leave once the team moves to Vegas.
I mean, there's a lot of distractions.
Derek Carr, Marshawn Lynch, like these players are going to want to play hard for this city while the team is there. Yeah,
that's true. They're going to have and they're going to want to retain those fans too before they head out.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
No one wants to play in an empty stadium, and
they're going to with a bunch of opposing fans. Yeah,
and guys that have been there, a couple years probably have a little bit of a tie to that town, and they want to They want to do it right.
Well, it's been a storyline for months now, and even years if you really think about it. The franchise has been wanting to move the Raiders basically since they got the team.
Right.
So, but yes, so the Raiders moving to Vegas, hanging out down there with the Las Vegas Golden Knights and Marshawn Lynch, at least, whether he is on the team or just down there gambling. But yes, so good stuff. Good stuff. Do you think Marshawn Lynch can still be a good player?
I don't think it's. I have no doubt. I mean, again, you're not looking for a speed back.
No.
If anything, if worst case scenario, he comes in and plays, the Jerome Bettis role.
Or can we bring back the fridge? It's a 7 foot,
Hopefully he's
800
not that
pound
big.
man. No, he's not. I haven't seen any recent pictures of him, so
Right.
maybe I just hope he doesn't pull an Eddie Lacy and come back like 100 pounds overweight. Everyone's like, wait, crap.
Yeah,
we wanted the
we wanted
other
beast
one.
mode, yeah.
We wanted beast mode, not feast mode. See what I did there?
I did see it. Yeah, I get it. It was clever.
Amazing. Okay. Well, let's get into our pick 6 here. I want to talk a little bit about our favorite celebrations, and maybe we can come up with a couple ideas of what we would do if we'd celebrate.
Yeah.
Now, talking about celebrations, it's big in some sports. Like, they're huge in soccer.
Yep.
I mean, you'd be stupid to not celebrate.
Okay.
And they get creative with it, too.
Yeah, for
it's
sure.
basically an art form, and people
And they
do
have
it
the
in
time
hockey,
to do
too.
it.
They do. I mean...
They're
If it's the
running
only
from
goal
one
of the
team-
game, you're going to go out
Exactly.
there and
You're
take
going
5 minutes
off.
to
Exactly.
celebrate. You know
They're
what I
running
mean?
from one
So
side of the field to the other, and
people get injured sometimes doing it, and you're like, okay, you probably shouldn't have done a backflip.
do you remember? Was it Martin Gramatica getting injured celebrating?
It's just ridiculous. Was that the one where he went and he tried to hug the? I forget who it was.
I think he made the kick and he did like a jump fist pump.
and he tore an ACL.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my god.
I mean, that's always kind of and the best part about it is, it's a kicker.
It's
They are important. I love kickers. Here you go. I mean,
is this it? Oh yeah! Oh my god! Oh my
And
god!
it's just like,
unbelievable!
come on, man. Like, you play like 10 plays a game.
Oh, you feel so bad for
Yeah.
him. But they're out of shape. Don't be jumping like that. What are you doing?
It's
Oh my god!
it's tough because it's a kicker, and they play 10 plays a game or whatever it is, but it's a big kick. It's a big part of the game. It's a huge play, so you want to let them celebrate. But then come on, man,
Unbelievable.
take yourself out of the game.
So Jesse in Vegas, Jesse lives in Vegas. He says they're proposing a soccer team now too. Just watched it on this morning's news. How many people live in Vegas that actually care about sports? 2 people?
I mean,
Jesse and one
here's
other
the
person?
thing. Do you really think that they care about sports, or they want to bet on sports? I mean,
I don't know. I don't know. How many of these people are going to be like, yeah, our Vegas Raiders finally got the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like, good on you.
but that a Super Bowl in Vegas would be.
It's going to happen. They're going to put a Super Bowl in
Exactly.
Vegas.
I mean, for the league, it's assuming that they can keep players out of trouble. It's going to be a cash cow.
Oh my God, these are soccer. He's got different celebrations from like soccer and hockey, and it's just absurd, really. I mean, they just do it like look at all this ridiculous stuff. The whole team's getting in on it. Here's the firefighter. This is just ridiculous, is what it is. And I love it. I absolutely love it. It's hilarious. The other team feels stupid. They look stupid. It's amazing.
I mean, yeah,
absolutely
who doesn't
amazing.
want to see that?
Oh my gosh.
Who doesn't want to see that?
When I was in high school, I played volleyball,
Yeah.
and we were in a tournament one year, and it was we were gonna win.
Okay.
And we were up by 10 points or something like that. My coach calls a timeout, and it was the most ridiculous thing. I couldn't believe he did it, but he huddles us all up on the court and he goes, "Hey, okay, so here's what we're gonna do." And I swear to God, he said, okay, so the next kill we get, the next
Yeah.
point we get, when we win, I want everybody to stand on the baseline, and I want Tyler, who was our setter, to shoot every one of us.
Your
and each
coach
person
set
would
this up?
He called a timeout just to set it up. Literally just to set it up. And I was like, this is amazing.
Where is this? I need to send my kid there.
Dude, there's got to be a video of it somewhere. I felt bad, but I was like at the same time, like, I don't care.
But you're in high
we're about to
school.
win
Yeah,
a
enjoy
volleyball
yourself.
tournament on a Saturday. Like, you know what I mean? Like, give me a break. So yeah,
I didn't know that you could celebrate in volleyball.
You can.
I mean,
well, I guess you can. I don't know. I mean, normally it's like the people on the sidelines, but
it's usually like on an ace or like.
I mean, they weren't gonna like throw.
block.
They don't throw flags. You know, they're not like, oh, 5-yard penalty. You gotta
dock you a point or something.
Yeah, no. But it was.
What are the umps
amazing.
or the refs? What are they?
Line
judges.
Pat. Yeah, line
judges probably had no idea what to do. They're just like.
I just could not.
Okay.
I could not believe. I was like, "Are you seriously? Like, you want us to do?" I was like, "We'll do it." None of us have a problem with it, but you're supposed to be the adult here. I'm in the 10th grade.
Yeah, you're taking
what I mean?
the heat for this, right?
Yeah, it was amazing. So great. I couldn't believe it. And we actually did it. Everybody stayed at the baseline. And he shot each and every one.
Yeah.
It probably wouldn't go over too well now. It'd probably make national news.
Right,
but,
exactly.
But yeah, so I love celebrating in sports. Do you have what are some of your favorite celebrations?
I think again, I'll be a homer right off the bat and just go Lambeau Leap because it's the most iconic. I mean, it's and if you've ever sat down there, like it's pretty cool because you get to be a part of
the
that
leap,
celebration and you're spilling beer on players and
a $12 beer.
Exactly,
it's the best beer I never drank.
Right. But then you pay extra for those tickets, and you're like, he better score, and he better come right here.
Yes, exactly. He better come right here. Yes, it's great. The Badgers played in Lambeau last year, right? And it was such an interesting concept because the people who go to UW-Madison or people who just live in the state of Wisconsin, everybody knows what the Lambeau Leap is, even people around the league. So. And not many players get an opportunity to do that. So when Madison played in Lambeau, it was like some of these players are going to get drafted.
You have to.
And they're probably not going to get drafted by Green Bay, but this is their opportunity to score and do the Lambeau Leap.
Yeah.
So
I mean, how could you
pretty
not?
Cool thing. Yeah. I mean,
especially again, it's one of the accepted celebrations.
I love the guys that can't get up over the bar. It's like, he like the big guy just hustles up there. He's like, he's
everyone's just
heavily,
patting on his head.
Yeah. It's like, lift me up, pick me up.
But I mean, I've always loved again Ocho Cinco. He did the golf. He did the. Well, I mean, he does.
It was funny. I love props. I'm all about using props. When you pick up the pylon and you hit the ball with it, unbelievable.
And then, T.O. again with props, the popcorn.
That's when it gets creative.
Yeah.
That's when it gets creative.
It was like those two were kind of going back and forth for a little bit.
Is it a little ridiculous? Yes. Unnecessary? Maybe. But is it hilarious? Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is.
You're just waiting to see what he was going to do.
I'm interested to see what some of the owners say about this because there has to be some guys out there that don't want it.
Right.
Some owners, some NFL executives. I'm sure Roger Goodell doesn't want it. He definitely
I don't think
doesn't.
there's a question about that one.
No. So it'll be interesting. Jesse says no pro sports teams to three sports teams. Ridiculous. Yes, it is ridiculous. Gamble, gamble, gamble.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I'm excited about it.
I think it's about time.
Yes.
It's probably not a good idea, but it's about time.
It's about time. My favorite touchdown celebration has always been the bomb or the fire.
Yeah.
The campfire is a good one.
Yeah.
Where they spin the ball and you get everybody, all the players come over and they're warming their hands over the ball. It's just amazing. So
you like the more team oriented?
I love the team oriented because you're not expecting it.
It's basically
like a flash mob for football. Everybody just
That's when you see on an 80-yard touchdown and you see the center hustling downfield.
Yeah, what is he doing? It's a flash mob.
I get
it's a flash mob.
He wanted to be part of the bomb.
Yeah, amazing. That actually would be funny. I want to see a flash mob this year. I want to see a team that mocks a flash mob for a celebration. So maybe one guy starts dancing and he stops and everyone's like, oh no. And then four more guys jump in. It's just a line dance, literally. So that'll be great. That'll be great. Flash mob, I'm calling it here now. Do you have anything else to bring up before we close out the show here?
No, I don't think so.
Anything else you want to talk about?
I think we've covered
everything. The draft is next week, so we'll have
a lot on that.
We'll have a lot of draft coverage next week, and of course throughout the week next week as a whole across the network. So
we'll make all our predictions. That'll probably end up being wrong, but
we'll probably release. Maybe you and I can get together and release a mock first round draft or something like that, or top 10. Do I want the football? Absolutely. This is the second time in 2 days Baxter threw something at me, and the first time in 2 days it didn't hit me square in the face. So
how about that, though? An
beautiful
NFL
stuff.
street ball.
Beautiful stuff. Yeah, I bought this probably when I was, probably right around the time where I did a celebration for a volleyball weekend tournament. But it was probably right around then. It was a little cleaner back then.
That's
but
perfect timing, though.
these
NFL
are great
street,
because they're like narrow, they're easy to grip, and when they're not flat, they're easy to throw, and they look cool.
A perfect spiking ball.
NFL Street, yeah. You kidding me? Of course it is. Check that out, man. It's the real deal. So we'll have plenty of draft coverage next week, of course, and moving forward up until the draft. So look out for some of our articles and whatnot out there on the social media universe. Baxter and myself will be on for halftime in just a little bit, so don't steer too far away. James, it was good to have you back, my friend.
It's good to be back.
It's good to
have
have you
nice
back.
little trip, nice little break, but I'm ready to get back into it. So
Ready to get back at it. I love it. Well, where can people find you, my friend, on social media?
At JStew Jr., both on Twitter and Instagram.
Excellent. I'm Banner Turk, at Banner Turk everywhere. I'll see you in a little bit, but James, we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful. Thank you all for watching, and tune in for halftime right here in an hour and a half. It is a beautiful. Is today Tuesday?
Yes.
It is a beautiful Tuesday morning, and looking forward to getting hit in the face again by Baxter right around 11 o'clock. So we'll see you guys soon.